Good morning, everybody. Poison, good morning. Saturday open live stream. These are normally private lives with just the channel members, but every Saturday we go live for as an open live for anyone that can join in. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. Also got a mail call coming up. We got some stickers in the mail yesterday, so I was going to show you guys that. Zach is not going to make it today. He's at a function. NFT, good morning. Joe, good morning. So yeah, we got my coffee here. Hope everybody got whatever they're drinking. Saturday, the last day of the week. GTD, good morning. Yeah, so might as well show the stickers that we got in the mail yesterday since GTD just jumped in. Oh, look at there, cool little raccoon. Whoop, whoop. Oh, somebody just gifted. Oh, nice. Rodney gifted 5 memberships. That is an entry into the drawing, and we are on the last day to get your entries in for the 8-gallon dual purpose pro, which is right here. Oh, I can't show it very well. So that was an entry. Who all received some gifts? Let's see. Mark Evans. Who, what you say? That's a good one. KRB, good morning. Gonna be a great day. Make a corn oat barley mash. Gonna watch my daughter graduate. Oh, sweet. Nice, Jason. Flatland, good morning. Scott, good morning. Yeah, also the last day of the week. My weekend starts tomorrow. Paul, good morning. Yeah, so we will put these with all the other stickers, and then when we get our copper sheet that we want to start sticking them to, we'll start sticking them to that. Gonna make a super simple mash today. Hell yeah, NFT. Oh, pickles, cornmeal, sugar, and yeast. You bet, that's a common one. Joe Goodman, good morning. What's up, Rick? We've got, we are completely caught up on our shipping with the exception of any of the orders that have a pH meter, or rye. We ran out of those. We're still waiting for them to show up. And then we'll get those out and be caught up again. Flatland says, I'm gonna be a real hillbilly, just signing on the piece of paradise in Northeast Tennessee. Congratulations, brother. That's nice. Apple and blue corn is ready. Need to strain it off. Hell yeah. Made an 8-gallon super simple yesterday and she fired off just right. Awesome. So for those of you that are in the live that are not aware, this morning live, we do this Rise and Shine every morning. Monday through Friday, it is members only, for channel members. Saturday is an open live. And it is also the last day to get your entries in for to win the 8-gallon dual purpose pro still from Mile High. Got a Gen 3 sour running in the background. Nice. Is there tracking numbers for our orders? There are. A tracking number is generated when we purchase the shipping label. And then you should get an email with that tracking number. And that seems to only sometimes work, and I'm not sure why. It's an automatic thing that the website is just supposed to send you. If you haven't received an email, you can always call up here to the shop. We can find that tracking number for you, or send me an email and I can send the tracking number in an email. Either way. Would running apple juice with brown sugar and cinnamon make apple water to proof down apple brandy? I mean, sort of. You can proof down with your tails. When you get really deep into the tails and you lose that tailsy flavor, and I'm talking like 20% down to 0%, you can, but you're not going to get what you would expect with the sugary flavor. You're really not going to get that coming through. If you really want kind of a sweeter flavor, it's best to just do it post-flavored after the fact. Rick with the 5 gifted memberships. That's an entry into the drawing for the 8-gallon dual purpose pro from Mile High. Sai, are the coon pecker shirts cut smaller or larger than other shirts? I've seen you wear them. So there's 2 different types of shirts on the website. One, like the corn liquor and the still in the clear shirt, those are cut a little bit small. I would say that the coon pecker is kind of like just the right size. Morning from Ohio. My American malt has finished at 1.012. Is that about normal for grain mash? You should be able to get that to finish all the way out, but of course 1.012 is okay to run it like that. But you know, if you wanted to spend some time troubleshooting that mash, figure out why it stopped, you could get that last little bit. There shouldn't be any unfermentable sugars in there. Got refunded on gifting yesterday. Okay, I mean, that does happen sometimes. I wish I had any clue as to why that happens, but I don't. I'm always drunk before the live stream ends. I've been meaning to call though. I'm thinking about taking my vacation to come and visit the shop. Well, hell yeah, Moon. Come on down. We'd love to see you here. Jason Jeffers with the 5 gifted memberships and an entry into the contest to win the 8-gallon dual purpose pro. They're cut for American size, not China. All right, nice. Yeah, so I think you're saying that the coon pecker shirts are American sizes. Thank you for that clarification, honey. Right. Okay, cool. I do have some more designs that I want to put on the website. Don't know when they're going to make it up there yet. Where can we get your book? If you're talking about Winsong's book, the new recipe book that's going to be coming out, it's not out yet. You will be able to get it on the website. The first publication of the book will be an ebook. It'll be in digital form only. And then at some point, we will probably do a pre-sale for hardcover, not hardcover, kind of like the Mary's recipe book where it's a spiral paperback. We'll probably do pre-orders for that when we're ready to do an actual physical publication. Your book, Cyrus. I'll get Winsong's when it drops. The ebook that I wrote is available on the website. stillintheclear.com/shop, and it'll be down. Just scroll through the categories. You'll see ebook there. I am going to say this though: if you don't need to have that book immediately, it is going to be free at some point in the future. Not sure when, but I'm going to make that a free ebook. It'll probably be a few months away before that happens, though. Drinking some Eagle Rare bourbon. Nice. 36 people in the chat right now. Thank you for joining us on the Rise and Shine Saturday Open Edition. Normally these are Monday through Friday. The Rise and Shines are members only. So if you're not a member but you want to be a member, just click the little join button next to the subscribe button. It's $1.99 a month. I was mistaken. I did a 14-gallon batch of Super Simple Tuesday, and the 8-gallon mash is a new start of sour mash with 2 gallons SSBR of backset from Gen 5. Going to try my first corn and amylase. Nice. Real good. Yeah, so we're also going to be doing a poll for the members in about 2 weeks. We've decided we're probably going to do a cooking live for post-flavored moonshine recipes every month. Everybody seemed to really enjoy that live stream that we did with the post-flavored moonshine recipes. And so we're thinking right now we're going to do the last Thursday of every month is going to be one of those shows. I'm going to try and plan them out a little further in advance. So like middle of the month, I will probably do another poll for the members only to decide which ones we do on that last Thursday. Also, what I would really like also is for you guys to send in your own versions of post-flavored recipes so that we can do y'all's also on the live stream. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'd really enjoy that. Plus, I'd like to keep doing these kinds of lives, and eventually we'll run out of our own recipes. I mean, Winsong's got a whole bunch of them, but you know, I'm not sure she's coming up with 4 every month. So at some point we'll run out of our own recipes. It'd be cool to do some of y'all's. Definitely a great live. Also liked how Winsong was correcting, yeah, Winsong was correcting the recipes. It was entertaining for sure. It is entertaining. You know, it's entertaining even to watch us, Zach and I, screw up. It's kind of funny, I think. I'm blaming you and Philbilly for my new hobby when I get busted by the lady. I mean, I'll accept that blame. I like the idea that I might be a little bit responsible for your new obsession. I'm cool with that. Can we get a cherry count? Can we get a cherry? Oh, no, they're all there. They're all there, I promise you, because I hid them. So I'm probably even just going to take them home. Right now they're in the truck. I meant to take them home and I forgot to get them out of the truck last night. Yeah, Winsong has terrible reception, so she probably doesn't even catch all the mistakes because her live stream, her watching the live stream is buffering half the time, I think. Running my pineapple brandy spirit run as we speak. Sweet, Joe. Love it. Morning, Terry. 120 proof gallon, pour out a pint, pour a pint of peach brandy in. You're welcome. Well, that's simple enough, isn't it, Poison? My sidekick is at a family crawfish boil function of some sort down in, I don't even remember where he said, down close to Louisiana. I would like to join on weekdays, but gotta work, so sorry I missed y'all. Man, brother, that's all right, Jeffrey. You're here now, that's good. We really need to form together and petition the feds for legal home distillation. Well, we do have actually a plan for that. And right now we're starting at the local level here in our state. We have plans to get clarification on the laws here. And it's going to be a process and it'll take a while. And I think we will definitely end up in a federal district court at some point in the future, getting clarification on the laws, just like they did in Texas. We want to do it here in our district, which I think is District 8. I'm not sure. I think Texas is in District 5. I think we're in District 8. But we are actually working on that. And there may come a time when we need a petition to get something heard. And we will certainly look for you guys' help with a petition if it's something we need to do. Apple brandy aging at 128. Nice. From Australia, Liam. Struggle to find good copper stills that ship internationally to me. Got any advice? This will not ship outside of the U.S. Nothing we ships outside of the U.S. It's just too logistically difficult, and not logistically, it's logistically pretty simple. It's just terribly expensive. So especially when we're giving something away. But when you go buy things on the website, you can't purchase unless you're inside the U.S. And I hate that because we have a lot of international viewers, and I wish I could send you guys some products. And maybe in the future we will solve those problems, but for now we can't. Yeah, I'm not familiar with international shippers, except you might try, if you're looking for like an Olympic still, Whiskey Still Pro, they might ship internationally. We have some of their stills, and you might get one from them, but it's whiskeystillpro.com, and you'll be able to see. Just popped in to say, hi, have a great day, everyone. I have a funeral. Oh, brother, sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry about that, brother. Condolences. Have a good one, Terry. Morning, Scott. I placed my order for Sweet Feed. Excited to try that out. Hell yeah. Inventive Machinist. Love the name. Love the handle. Cool. Oak Stills and Hulu. I guess that's a suggestion for Liam. Ooh, shit, what did I do? Oh, there we are. Have a good one, Terry. Yeah, Joe is suggesting Chase the Craft. Liam, that might be an option too. I don't know if Jesse offers stills on that side or not, but definitely a good place to look. So my issue is with high temp amylase. Do I add it to my mash at 190, or should I add it at like 185 to take into account the internal temperature of the mash? Yeah, 180 is probably a better, 180, 185 is probably a better option, just to make sure you're well below that threshold of 190. That's a good idea, Scott. He's in New Zealand and ships to Australia. I have, but I'm looking for a traditional moonshine still. So I'm assuming, Liam, that you've looked at Chase the Craft and they don't offer the traditional copper. I guess that's what you're saying. I'm surprised you can't at least get Alembic steels over there. I know the traditional copper stills for home distillers, there are a bunch of manufacturers here in the States, and I guess worldwide there's not as many. I'm really struggling with this high temp stuff. Well, I mean, if you have other struggles, bring them up. I might be able to help you. If you're just talking about the temperature thing, yeah, you're fine at 185. Here's the easiest mistake to make with high temperature alpha amylase. If you don't get a really good gelatinization of your corn, then it's not going to convert the starches. And so that's like when you're looking at your corn in the pot, has it turned really sticky, thick and sticky, kind of like a porridge? Or is it still more granular like the grain? That's the biggest mistake people make, is they don't gelatinize that corn well enough. And then they add in the amylase and they don't get a good conversion. And it's because they didn't gelatinize good. You can always buy sheet copper and try and build one if you're looking for copper steel. Yep, that's true. I could watch after work, but can't while building furniture if I want to get anything done. I get that, Jason. I get that. Building furniture, man, that's pretty awesome. I was a carpenter for a long time. I never quite developed the skills really good enough to do high quality furniture. But I did all right. I've built furniture and it's, it wasn't bad. Yeah, I'm sure you can get a Beaver, Liam. And I know you're looking for a copper, and Beaver doesn't make copper, so, but as a last resort, Beaver ships everywhere, I'm pretty sure. There are a ton of videos on how to make a copper steel, and I think that's something we will do in the future too. We're kind of toying with the idea of putting together a do-it-yourself copper steel kit where you get all the parts and everything is cut, everything is rolled and bent and ready to just solder together. We've thought about putting one of those kits together and then obviously do a video about how to put it together and stuff like that. I think that would be a really good option for a lot of people because, a custom built copper traditional steel is not cheap. And a lot of it's labor. And if you can do all the labor yourself, or at least the soldering side of the labor, you can save quite a bit of money. I think we could put out a do-it-yourself copper steel kit, around 10 or 15 gallons for maybe $400 or $500. And, I think that would be a good option for a lot of people. Cy had ran that sweet run Thursday. This sour started to fall this morning, left it at 1075. Yeah. All steel now under a 50% tariff. Make sure your solder is lead free. Yeah, mud grips, I'm not even sure around here you can even buy leaded solder anymore. I think it's pretty much all lead free anymore. At least locally where I am, there's no options other than lead free solder around here. Maybe commercially. But when you go into a hardware store or Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that, it's all lead free. 45 people in the chat. Thank you for joining. Glad you're here. This is our morning Rise and Shine. We do it every morning, Monday through Saturday, but Monday through Friday, it is for members only. If you're interested in being a member with the channel, just hit the join button next to the subscribe button. It's $1.99 a month. Not very expensive. We do a lot of extra content. You get to vote on polls, like the members voted on which post-flavored recipes we did in the live stream Thursday night. I appreciate all your information on videos and the website. It really helped me get started. Built my own 6-gallon copper still, and I'm about to run my 5th batch. Man, that is so cool, man. I love that. I'm really glad that our content was helpful for you. I love that. It's still available here in Ohio. Okay. Thanks for the help, team. Really appreciate it. Love the videos. Love those too, mate. Keep it up. You bet, man. You keep watching. I'll keep making them. Broke my proof and trail hydrometer and don't have another one to order. Joe, I mean, stillinttheclear.com, you can buy a pair. I need to, right now, just buy a triple scale and a alcohol hydrometer together, proof and trail hydrometer together as a set. I should probably put a product on there where you can buy 2 triple scales or 2 proof and trails, because really you should buy 2 at a time, because you always break them, and you always break them when you need them. Like, you never breaking them when you don't need them, you know? Yeah, that's why I always have extras. Yeah. In fact, maybe I should do that today, is put a pair as a product on the website where you can buy 2 at a time. Mud Grip, Cyrus is our Yoda. That's awesome. If you only have one, it will break. If you have extras, they last forever. Yep. Or as they say, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. Didn't even realize, Mom, mine was broke until I just went to, yeah, that's how it happens. I guess there are times when you can break it just after you're done using it, but most of the time it's like you didn't even know it was broken until you pulled it out to use it, or you pulled it out to use it and broke it then. 48 people in the live, man, love it. Thank you guys for joining. This is our morning Rise and Shine. We do it every morning, Monday through Saturday, but Monday through Friday, it's members only. Saturday is the open live stream for everyone to join. I'm glad you guys have joined us. Hit that like button. Let's see how many people we can get. Let's see if we can get YouTube to push this live out a little bit for us and get a bunch of people in here. That'd be awesome. I really need to do a mash today on the hybrid blue corn, the heirloom corn. I got to get that thing done today. I hope I get a chance to do it. Any advice on a barley and oats mash? Barley and oat mash is going to be very sticky. I would certainly, if I was doing barley and oats, Paul, with the 5 gifted memberships and also an entry to win the 8-gallon Mile High Still, it is going to be really sticky. So I would, David, I would absolutely use high temperature alpha amylase with that batch. That will make it a ton easier. Or you slide it in the, yeah. Good morning, Brain Fart, man. Glad to see you as a new member. You were gifted a membership Thursday night in the live stream. Glad you're here. I have 4 triple scales and 2 proofing hydrometers. They're all like TP, can live without them. You can absolutely make shine without them. I just didn't know, I wouldn't know why you'd want to, though. They make things so much easier. Only 3 likes. We can do better than that. Yeah. Why? We got 45 people in there. How come we only have 3 likes? Hit that like button. The stripping runs came out at an average of 115, and I got 3 gallons of low wines. Nice. Nice. Make for a nice spirit run. Can't live without them. Can't live without them, yeah. I've also got to try and do a little mechanicking work on Mama's scooter today, if I can get that. Got a handful of orders to get out this morning that have come out since I don't know if you guys got the email, but I sent out an email as just a reminder that today's the last day to get your entries in to win the 8-gallon dual purpose probe Moonshine still. And yeah, so we've had several orders coming in, people getting in their last minute entries. Ordered my enzymes yesterday, hell yeah. Need to order some Jimmy Red. Well, we've got some NFT. Jump on there, get that order in today. Let's see. See, I was, and I thank the donors. I've been brewing craft for 20 years, but haven't stilled. Oh, so making beer, or I assume beer when you say brewing. That's awesome. So, you've already learned all of the really hard parts. The fermentation and all that is the difficult part. The distilling is really pretty easy. It does take time and experience to just get the distilling down, getting your cuts down to make a product that you like the best. But that just comes with just multiple runs. Just like when you were learning how to make beer, it probably took you a while to get your beer recipes down just the way you liked them. I can't wait to try some of Winsong's recipes. Also, a few more feathers for the quiver. Hell yeah. Mug grips, we spoke on the phone. Yeah, I remember, Bubba. Just ordered 30 pounds of grains. Nice. Hell yeah, Scott. Manifesting winning the still. Yeah. We also have some more giveaways that we're lining up. I think this is gonna be a great year for giveaways. I think you guys are gonna be pretty excited about the stuff we're lining up. Born in 75, 76. You got to get off full screen and hit thumbs up. Thumbs up. Hell yeah. That will help us push it out a little bit. If I will stay on a little bit longer if we get to 50 people in the chat within the next 3 minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to jump off here and get to work. I still think winning a chance to distill with you would be awesome. I think that would be pretty cool. And I'd love to do a distilling day with you guys, any one of you. 1972, 59, 60. Yeah, mama needs her scooter. I know it. I know it. Yeah, wait. One of the frame brackets cracked and broke, and it's because we live on this crazy ass country road that is not fit to be a road, honestly. But so I finally got the bracket taken off, and today I gotta get all the rust off where it cracked. So Zach's going to do the welding for me. I got to get it all back together. Give away a trip to the shop to make a run on Thursday live. Hell, man, that's a hell of an idea. I love it. Cyrus, no, I'm not going to. Zach's going to do the welding. I'm barely a welder, and Zach has a lot more experience doing welding, so he's going to do that for me. I just got to get all the prep work done. Mama's been itching to get back out on the road. A rocket fuel is 16 inches bigger than any corn round. Don't even know what that one means, Bubba. Rocket fuel is 16 inches bigger than any corn around. Killed off a bottle of Eagle Rare. Gonna sleep like a champ. Yeah. Windsong says, I really do miss the sweet little scooter. Will you boys put a rush on it, please? Yeah. Are you all caught up on orders and able to relax a little? Yeah, we're all caught up with the exception of the last few orders that came in that either have a pH meter or rye. Those are on back order. We have the pH meters and the rye on orders coming here. They just haven't got here yet. As soon as they get here, we get those out, and then we're fully caught up. Cyrus, my son can make a weld so slick, a fly will bust his ass trying to land on it. Oh, well, collector, you are correct. Man, I don't even know. I guess Poison knows what you were talking about. Wake and bake. I can braise, never tried welding. I mean, I've done some welding and it's really, it is acceptable as far as function, but it's ugly. It's so ugly. And I know Mama doesn't want ugly welding on her scooter. Will Star Sand help clean soldered joints? You mean make them shiny silver again? If that's what you mean, I don't, I haven't really paid attention to that. That'd be a nice little thing to test. I've got some Star Sand over here. I probably got some solder joints on something I could test and see if that works. Functional is what counts. It is what counts, but pretty matters. Pretty matters. Scotch-Brite for the weld joints. All right, folks, I am going to get to work. Thank you again. I always love hanging out with you guys every morning. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to jump off and get busy and start getting my chores done. I will see you guys Monday morning, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. I hope everybody has a great week. See ya.